What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into episode 4 of the Skeleton Crew, so stick around, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell, and let's start today's episode. Can't Say I Remember No Ad-An is the name of episode 4. Now the story continues to follow the young crew as they navigate their way through the galaxy in search of the mysterious planet of Ad-An, their home planet. Now this episode marked a blend of adventure and emotional depth, although there have been some critiques which we're going to be talking about at the very end of this episode. Now the crew, after previously meeting Jad's ally of the owl in the last episode, heading toward the coordinates of Ad-An, but end up on a planet called Ad-Akron, which bears a striking resemblance of their intended destination. Now when they do get there, they do arrive and they are introduced to this young female warrior who is a child as well, just like them, and her impressive combat skills we do see are fierce, and it definitely highlights some strength and resilience, making her a memorable addition to the crew's dynamic, who ends up being throughout the whole episode a good ally, and especially has a relation that builds pretty strong with Neil. Now, as the crew navigates the eerie landscape of Ad-Akron, the decaying playgrounds and abandoned structures serve as a haunting reminder of the consequences of war, and this setting enhances the emotional weight of the narrative, creating a stark contrast to their home planet. Then a little bit right after, when they get into the Fallen Sanctum, they end up seeing that there are coordinates to a bunch of other planets, and they end up seeing their planet. But it ends up being that their planet was slashed, and it ends up being that SM-33 was the one who did it, and he does start over or malfunctioning, and we end up seeing him going towards Neo as he throws something at the droid, and right before he is about to attack Neo, he ends up getting switched off by Jad and then ends up falling right on top of Neo, and Neo passes out. And basically that is the episode. Now I will say that this episode, for me, definitely I could understand why there have been some complaints about pacing. I think that they're definitely building on more character development when it comes to this series, but I could understand why people are upset about the pacing. But if you think about it, I mean, for me, I wasn't a big Andor fan, and I felt like the pacing for that show was a lot slower, and they could have gotten to the point a lot quicker. Like, for example, you watch the first 3 episodes of Andor, I felt like that point of them leaving that planet could have been done a lot sooner, like the episode 1 or 2. It didn't need 3 episodes to tell me that Andor needed to leave the planet. I already knew that already. So I think that there is a lot of confusion with that, and I think that we're just being too nitpicky on certain things. I think the show is not great. I'm gonna say it's a good series so far. It has me on the edge of my toes. I wanna sit there and see what more they have in store, and why Ad-An is so important, and also too why Jad's character, what he brings to the table, and what more secrets there are about his character. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you thought about that episode, and also hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell for more Star Wars content, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode.